Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this video, the Bitcoin price is now trading above 56,000 US dollars. Bitcoin has had this massive breakout to the upside, as I said in my last video. And in just a moment, I'll be telling you my exact Bitcoin price targets where Bitcoin will be heading in the next few weeks and months. And I'll be letting you know where some good entries into Bitcoin would be if the price came back down to the downside. Also, towards the end of the video, I will be talking about Ethereum once again, and I'll be updating you guys on whether or not I'm accumulating more Ethereum. There's just going to be so much valuable information in this video for you guys to help you make money in crypto. So make sure you're just spending 10 minutes out of your day to watch this video all the way through to the end so you're not missing any of the valuable information. And yeah, if all of that sounds good to you, then please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the future videos on this channel. And yeah, I just want to quickly say that I appreciate all of your support on the channel recently. We're going to hit 2,000 subscribers pretty soon. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what 2021 holds for us all. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 1 hour charts. And as you can see, Bitcoin has had yet another epic run to the upside. I recorded my last video at around these price levels just here at about 52 to 51,000 US dollars, around there. And obviously at the time we're recording this video, Bitcoin is well above 56,000 US dollars, which is absolutely insane. And now that we're above that $54,000 level, Bitcoin is now officially a $1 trillion asset. So honestly, congratulations to all of the Bitcoin holders out there that have been holding throughout this entire time. We've finally made it to the first $1 trillion in the market cap, and this is not going to be the last trillion as well. There's still companies like Apple that are double Bitcoin's market cap, so that tells you that we're still early into Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a lot of upside to go. And if Bitcoin just reaches around Apple's valuation, which it totally can this cycle, that would put the Bitcoin price well into the 6-figure range. But yeah, in terms of short-term targets and short-term support levels, a lot of you have been asking whereabouts you should be entering into Bitcoin, because a lot of you are obviously new to the channel. So you weren't really around for when I was saying to buy Bitcoin back at these low levels, which once again, about 3 to 4 weeks ago on the channel, down at around 30,000 US dollars when Bitcoin was bottoming out, I was making videos on this channel. I was going on record saying that Bitcoin was forming the bottom at 30,000. And I was literally telling you all to buy Bitcoin at 30,000 US dollars on this channel about 3 to 4 weeks ago, because I knew that this massive pump was coming, because we were on the tail end of this correction. This was the average size correction for a Bitcoin bull run. So obviously, congratulations to everyone that has been subscribed to this channel so far. And once again, there's a lot of new viewers on the channel. So obviously you all weren't there, 3 to 4 weeks ago on the channel when I was telling you to buy back at those lower levels. So what about if you just found the channel over the past couple days? Whereabouts should you be buying now in this current moment in time? And well, I mean, the Bitcoin top for this little run that we're having right now isn't even in yet. We're going to go a lot higher than just 56,000. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that Bitcoin is just topping out here, just so we can pull out the Fibonacci retracement tool to get an idea of where we should be entering into Bitcoin. The 61.8% Fibonacci level to the 65% Fibonacci level, also known as the golden pocket, this kind of acts as like a magnet for the Bitcoin price. This is coming in at around 53,000 US dollars per Bitcoin, and it's also coming in at this little price level just here where we saw a bit of support and resistance, and also at around these price levels just here, once again at around 53,000 US dollars, we saw some resistance back at these levels just here. So I mean, if Bitcoin actually came back down to 53,000 US dollars, that could be a very good entry into Bitcoin if you're holding Bitcoin for the long term. Honestly, I wouldn't be expecting prices too much lower than that. The next massive support below that for Bitcoin is obviously this $50,000 level. That's going to be some absolutely massive support for Bitcoin once again, because of how much of a resistance level that previously was. As you can see here and here, and also the fact that it's just a massive psychological level, just a $50,000 level. It's a nice round number for Bitcoin. So from just looking at the chart and looking at this breakout so far, it's very unlikely that we break below 50,000 now. So if you're someone that's just waiting for prices below 50,000, you could indeed be waiting forever. And once again, I say this pretty much every video, but any short-term correction that we see on the chart is just a buying opportunity to hold for the long term. The best strategies for buying into Bitcoin for beginners is to dollar cost average into Bitcoin. If you've already done your research and made up your mind, okay, I want to buy into Bitcoin, dollar cost averaging is definitely the best strategy once again. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically where you buy a little bit of Bitcoin right now. And so that way, if the price keeps going to the upside, you're making profits on that Bitcoin that you bought. But do not go all into Bitcoin at these price levels, just in the instance that Bitcoin does come back down a little bit so that you have some more cash on the sidelines to put back in at those lower prices. Dollar cost averaging is pretty much one of the best strategies once again for Bitcoin. And for any of you that have been asking, you know, where I should be buying into Bitcoin, that is where you should be buying. Buying in right now, but only a little bit, is definitely a good strategy, but only if you're holding for the long term. If you're talking about like leverage trading, that's totally different. And I can make some more videos about that if you want to see that. Let me know in the comment section down below. I will be making those videos on the channel if you want. Because if you don't already know, I mentioned in my last video that the $54,000 level could be some resistance for Bitcoin. And obviously Bitcoin's blown straight through that level. And one of the big reasons why we had this massive pump through that resistance level is because that there's still big players buying into Bitcoin, such as Michael Saylor, the CEO of MicroStrategy. Back when we were breaking above 50,000 US dollars, Michael Saylor announced that he's going to be raising another 600 million US dollars for his MicroStrategy company, and he's going to be pumping that money into Bitcoin. But it turned out just recently, not that long ago, he actually released the news that he didn't just raise about 600 million, he raised around $1 billion US dollars. That's right, he got another $1 billion US dollars, and he's going to be using that money to pump into Bitcoin. So yes, you heard it right. People like Michael Saylor, that's the smart money, the institutional money, are still accumulating Bitcoin at these prices. So all of you watching this video right now as I'm uploading it are still early into Bitcoin. That's why I suggest dollar cost averaging at these prices, because there's still big players like Michael Saylor and a lot of others that are accumulating Bitcoin at these prices. And so that is one of the big reasons why we blew past that 54,000 resistance level so easily. And so yeah, where to next? I've already told you guys my buying areas and where we could see some support once again at these levels. So as for my upside targets in Bitcoin, where would I be targeting in the short term and also in the long term? And yeah, just zooming out on the chart just here, I did mention this in my last video, but just for all of the new viewers on the channel, I said that in the month of March, Bitcoin will be trading above 60,000 US dollars per Bitcoin. Once again, that's just next month. I was calling for those sort of prices way back when Bitcoin was at these lower levels at around like 40 to 45,000 US dollars. And so far, this is obviously playing out really well. And yeah, we're getting pretty close to 60,000 now. Once again, we're at 56,000 US dollars. 60,000 is going to be our next massive level of resistance in the short term. Once again, I'll be expecting those price levels within the next couple weeks. And yeah, anything above there, I will continue to update you on this channel. I try and upload daily on this channel. But yeah, obviously make sure you're turning on the notifications so that you're not missing any of these important updates on the channel. And as for my longer term targets towards the end of the year, in the second half of this year, is in the 6-figure range for Bitcoin. It is extremely likely that Bitcoin breaks above 100,000 US dollars this year, just from looking at the charts and Bitcoin's performance this bull run. And honestly, I'll be targeting above 150,000 to more like 200,000 as a potential area where we could top out this year in 2021. So once again, at the Bitcoin price of 56,000 right now, those sort of price targets at like 150K to 200K, which by the way is pretty conservative compared to other price targets out there. There's still a long way to go for Bitcoin, and we're all still pretty early into Bitcoin. And yeah, just zooming out just here, I'll draw out this line on the chart just here. As you can see, I had this line on the chart in my last few videos. As you can see, we got resistance back here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and then we finally broke above that that level when we broke the 50k level. We came back down to retest that level, got supported. We got supported yet again, got supported for the third time, and that's when we finally head to the upside. Now, I did actually mention in my last video that Bitcoin was potentially forming this head and shoulders pattern, which it was. As you can see, we did see that left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. But I also mentioned in my last video that this pattern is not confirmed. These patterns only confirm once we break the neckline, and we didn't actually do that. Bitcoin, as you can see, held that line as support. And so that's incredibly bullish because obviously this is a bearish pattern. So the fact that Bitcoin held this level as support and continued to head into a new all-time high is obviously extremely bullish once again. And yeah, we're definitely going a lot higher than just 56k. But yeah, anyway, heading over to the Ethereum US dollar chart, we're on the 1 hour chart for Ethereum. And as you can see, Ethereum also reached a new all-time high of around 1,980 US dollars approximately. So congrats as well to everyone holding Ethereum. I was making videos once again on the channel at these lower levels way back down here, telling you all to buy into Ethereum. And yeah, Ethereum's getting so close to this $2,000 level. And honestly, any day now, Ethereum could definitely break above $2,000. I know that a lot of you have been kind of disappointed just over the last few weeks at Ethereum's performance compared to Bitcoin. And I totally get that because Ethereum's meant to usually outperform Bitcoin. And over the last year, it still has actually outperformed Bitcoin. But just over the past couple weeks, while Bitcoin has absolutely been rocketing to the upside, Ethereum hasn't really gone that high. But if anything, that should be an opportunity screaming at you guys, telling you to buy into Ethereum now. Because Ethereum, once again, hasn't had the pump that Bitcoin's had. And Ethereum pretty much always follows Bitcoin in these bull runs. And so Ethereum honestly is right now just coiling up for its next massive run to the upside. I've been saying this over my last few videos on the channel, and I'm literally telling you guys how to make money in crypto. I'm seriously just trying to help you all so much. Right now, I'm accumulating a lot more Ethereum than I am in Bitcoin because once again, there's so much more opportunity in Ethereum than there is for Bitcoin because Bitcoin has already had a lot of gains just recently. And yeah, Ethereum is still yet to see those massive gains. And as soon as we break above that $2,000 level, we're going to absolutely explode to the upside, guys. And I'll just quickly switch it over to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart to show you the performance between the two. All right, now here we are on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. We're on the 2 hour chart for Ethereum Bitcoin. And if you haven't really seen this chart, this is basically Ethereum valued against Bitcoin compared to Ethereum valued in US dollars. So pretty much it's just a good way to track Ethereum's performance compared to Bitcoin's performance. And as you can see, just over the past couple of weeks, obviously Ethereum has still been underperforming against Bitcoin. But once again, Ethereum at these lower levels, that's where you want to be buying into Ethereum. You don't want to be buying into Ethereum at these levels all the way up here. These levels that we are at right now, that's the levels that you want to be buying into Ethereum. Now, I did mention just in my last video that Ethereum was forming this double bottom on the chart, and it was forming this W pattern, which was breaking to the upside. And obviously that made some decent profits in the short term. But obviously, as you can see, just in the short term, Ethereum has come back down against Bitcoin. And that's just because of the massive pump that Bitcoin's seen. Ethereum hasn't really lost value against US dollars. It's just because Bitcoin has had a massive pump and Ethereum hasn't really gone on the same pump. That is why Ethereum has gone down against Bitcoin over the past day or so. But as you can see right now, Ethereum is entering some oversold territories on the RSI. So that is once again another buying opportunity for Ethereum. I'll just zoom out to the 4 hour chart for Ethereum. And as you can see, Ethereum's actually beginning to develop a bullish divergence. In Ethereum's price against Bitcoin, as you can see, we had this low and we're right now forming a lower low. But in the RSI, we had a low and we're forming a higher low, as you can see just there. Now, this type of pattern slash indicator is a bullish divergence, and it basically means that in the short term, we're either going to be heading sideways, if not to the upside. It basically lets us know that at least in the short term, the downtrend is now over, and that any moments now, within the next few days or weeks, we're going to begin a new uptrend for Ethereum. And just for proof that I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is, I recently just exchanged 0.2 Bitcoin into around 5 Ethereum or so. I did this trade just yesterday, and I talked about this just in my last video on the channel. So as you can see, yeah, once again, I bought around 5.2 Ethereum. And as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm actually going to do the same because of how low Ethereum is right now against Bitcoin. As you can see, this is just a perfect buying opportunity into Ethereum. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Like, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm only making these videos to help you guys. So yeah, once again, I'm going to be making another buy into Ethereum after this video. So yeah, at these lower prices of Ethereum versus Bitcoin, I will be accumulating around 10 Ethereum or so is what I would like. Because relative to my portfolio, I wouldn't be risking too much more Bitcoin into that. And just a word of warning, selling Bitcoin into another crypto, even if it's Ethereum, is always a risky move. So just be careful if you're gonna do that as well. And so yeah, just remember this video. Remember that I'm telling you this because Ethereum is beginning to bottom out against Bitcoin, in my opinion, from looking at the charts. And so that's why I'm putting my money into Ethereum at the moment. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed the video. And if you did, then please make sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of my future videos. There's just so much valuable information in these videos that I tell you guys. And I'm seriously just trying to help you all make money in crypto because this place is like a gold rush at the moment. And yeah, so if you could just spend a couple seconds to click like and subscribe, that seriously helps out the channel so much. And it allows me to push these videos to a wider audience to help even more people. And yeah, if you have any questions, feedback, or suggestions, please let me know in a comment down below. I read and reply to every single one of my comments on these videos. So yeah, if you have anything to say at all, just let me know in a comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Just be careful because sometimes in the comment section, there can be some scammers. So if you see another comment down there or anyone even reply to your comment with like a phone number, an email, or a telegram, it's most likely a scammer, and please do not contact anyone from the comment section because once again, there are some scam comments down there. So just be aware of that. But yeah, that's just about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you all in the next video.